Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Ogalind, and today on Does It Linux, we will be looking at World of Warcraft, and more specifically the Midnight expansion. But before we get to there, I know add-ons are a huge thing with World of Warcraft. Do add-ons work? Can you update them? Can you install them easily? CurseForge has a native app on Linux. It is an alpha, but it works perfectly fine. It works just like it would on Windows. You can discover and install. You can do whatever, and it does do anniversary, which, hey, I got an add-on updated. Perfectly fine. Handles them all. And speaking of CurseForge, it also has, if you install Hightail, it also is native on that as well. I mean, Hightail is native to Linux as well. But anyway, this is not about Hightail. So just showing that the CurseForge client is native. It is an app image. When you go to the CurseForge website on Linux, it'll automatically detect you on Linux. And it'll be, hey, here's the app image. Download that, launch it, you're good to go. However, the Battle.net client is not obviously native. I do have a shortcut here, but I'll go through Lutris. That's where I currently have it installed. There are two ways you can install it on here. This ain't really going to be a tutorial since I already have it on here, but I'll kind of say enough to get you started if you want to try this. Of course, search for the installer. You can type in battle.net, and it's right there. I mean, yes, this is 1996, but that's when it came out. You're not going to be installing the 1996 version. So I highly recommend just getting this one. It'll also install everything that you need for it. So just go through that process. Before you log in to Battle.net after it comes up, you'll want to close it, finish the install process, and then reopen it again. You can also install from an executable. You can also go through this if you want to download it off the website. But again, you don't need to. It did perform pretty poorly. I had pretty bad frames, especially in the Midnight expansion. I actually had Gemini help me. One thing it had me do, which drastically increased my frames. Let me go in here. I am using Proton Cache OS. GE Proton works perfectly fine as well. But in here, I turned off Prefer System Libraries. Turn that off. That drastically increased everything. So, yeah, turn that off. I think that's the only thing that I changed. I mean, obviously I changed this as well. Again, GE Proton, the newest version, works fine. I have not tried Mango Head. Does Mango Head work on this? I meant to try that before I came on here. I could try. I'm guessing I put him here, right? I'm assuming. I don't know if how this part works. I guess we'll find out, huh? Yeah, let's find out. Okay. So let's go ahead and hit play on that. Now let's find out if this works with the Mango Head, huh? Since it has a launcher, that's why I'm kind of wondering. So far, so good. Yeah, launch is just fine. Yeah, it works exactly like the BNet launcher on Windows. So yeah, you can of course add your favorites on here if you want to. I also have WoW Classic. We won't be looking at this one. It works the same. I probably won't be making a video on WoW Classic. I mean, there's like, what, 8 versions of WoW at this point? So we're just going to be doing Midnight. Go ahead and hit play on this. And I forgot I need to change the sound really quick. My wireless headset. I forgot to do that. Now there should be sound. And it would help if I turn on my headset as well. There, now I can actually hear it. Okay, cool. I'm slacking here today. We'll go ahead and just load on Kropa. I kind of got him in a spot where we can actually fly to Silvermoon City. Kind of show the performance that way. And it does not look like Mango Hut is working. But yeah, that kind of sucks. I don't know how else to do that. I can always do another video if need be at some point, but this is it. We can go over the graphical options really quick. I'll kind of go through this kind of slowly for you so you can see. Thought I had that enabled. I mean, that will work. You can enable that. I don't know why it was off. But yeah, everything, it's on 10. I mean, I did turn down a couple of these, especially for Silver Moon City. I will turn... In DirectX 12, surprisingly, they say DirectX 12 does not work well with Linux. DirectX 11 sucks on World of Warcraft on Linux. For me anyway, for me personally, and my setup, DirectX 12 is the only one that is playable. I do have this on. Let me just go ahead and max that out just to see. And the only way, unfortunately, we'll be able to see the frames is down here. Of course, we're at about a good 80 frames. You will get better performance on Windows. I did install this on Windows. I was having some issues, some graphical artifacts, which not having them now. So I had even tried restarting my computer. That didn't fix it, but there was a system update today on Linux. So I don't know, maybe that fixed something. Who knows? So anyway, let's go ahead and get this, and we will fly, and I will try everything I can to avoid all the tin and everything, all the ore. Yeah, it runs great though. Go down here at this. It does not feel like 50 frames, but World of Warcraft really doesn't need the feel. You don't need 200 frames on World of Warcraft. I mean, maybe some people do, but it's fine. It definitely runs better though on Windows. I get like 150 FPS. But for me, this is fine. And you see, I am on Wi-Fi as well. My Wi-Fi is actually downstairs. There's a floor below me. 18 ms ping is fantastic. Yeah, runs great. I'm glad we're not really getting any of the graphical artifacts or anything like that. It was really weird. Everything was like shimmering black around the edges. That was why I had turned it to Proton Cache OS to see if that would fix it, but it didn't. It doesn't really seem to be much of a difference between GE Proton and Cache OS Proton. But the city is where the performance can tank. I was getting around 20 FPS in Silver Moon City until Gemini suggested I turn off that system libraries. It shot up. You'll see here. I might jitter a little bit as we're coming in. You can see we're around 70 FPS right now, so not bad. That's with a couple add-ons. I don't use a whole lot of add-ons anymore, as I just solo. I do delves. That's about all I do. Questing. Yeah, a little bit of a hitching here and there. Go down to 46 FPS, 49. It is starting to even out now that we're here. Everything's getting loaded in. We're now hitting 60 FPS, 53. One area was definitely bad was in this building here. I mean, this is kind of where all the players hang out, so actually not a whole lot of people in here. It's kind of where you get your main story quests and everything, but it's actually running fine because there's not as many players in here as there usually is. It's kind of surprising for a Saturday evening. But yeah, it runs great. I was really surprised after I got the fix in, because I've struggled with World of Warcraft for a while, but I didn't know what those system libraries did, so I was like, I never thought of turning that off, but in comes Gemini, told me pick that off. So I think this is a performance killer over here as well. Not so much on Windows though. Again, if you want fantastic performance over 100 FPS, you're going to want to be on Windows. But if you don't mind... Well, shit, look at that. We're at 150 FPS out here. There are moments where it can. I think since this place is... There's just so many players, I think that really just tanks the frames as well. It's actually running pretty good over here. Really wish that mango HUD would have worked, but... $130 FPS, yeah, not bad. this really ain't a spoiler or anything. This literally happens. It's the start of the expansion. It's on cinematics and everything that had released. I'm not going to give any story spoilers or anything like that. I know I still have my quests up, but that tells you nothing, so... But yeah, I think it runs pretty good. I really like it, so... But if we go to a normal location, let's just go to the housing. I'm sure the FPS would be a lot better there. How do we get to the housing again? Teleport spot, there we go. Just teleport home really quick. Yeah, it's still holding around 80 FPS. Not bad. You can also kind of see the loading as well. Which I don't know how the loading is between into the home. I don't know. Anyway, here's my home. Ain't it pretty? See what we're at for the FPS now. 165, 142, 173. Yeah, it's a lot better once you leave those expansion areas. I mean, this is all the home plots. Everything. Not as many players in here, so performance is going to be better. 171 FPS. That's the usual, but if there's a lot of players in a zone, that just tanks the frames completely. I can even show off my house, huh? Might as well. This ain't my house. I'm lost! Where's my home? Is this it? This is my house, right? Yeah, it is, because I got this stupid gazebo right there. I really like the housing. This housing system is incredible. And I haven't done a whole lot with it yet, but added a couple of rooms, added an upstairs. I don't think there's anything upstairs yet. See in here, 165 FPS. It looks like it's actually capping to my monitor's refresh rate. I don't know if I can turn that off. Where would that be? Vertical sync, enabled, disabled. Whoa, now it went into like windowed mode, but that's fine. Yeah, now we're getting to that 200 FPS. This is gonna be like my trophy room or something. I don't know. But anyway, it's just kind of showing that the frames are good when you leave the expansion zone. I mean, this is an expansion zone as well, but in my bedroom. But yeah, so it's great. I think that's about it. Go ahead and exit out of here and wrap this up, I think. So yeah, that was World of Warcraft Midnight, the expansion. You will get better performance on Windows, but definitely totally playable on Linux. Just hopefully you don't run into that issue with the black lines around the edges of things. That was very annoying, frustrating. It sucked. But other than that, though, works great. Anyway, hope to see you in the next one. Peace.